Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are doing our Crown Jewel Journal. The world is your oyster. Put on a crown. Let's get started. I almost forgot to do this. Good morning, good morning. Okay, we're going to pretend like this is all connected and work on tomorrow's so that it can dry in time for us to work on it tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to clip these, I think. Okay. What I said I was going to do, welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. I forgot. Sometimes people don't know who I am. We're doing a journal about this book. And I need to go back in. Where did I say I was going to get stuff from? I'm going to get a bunch of words and then make a background and let it dry. Here they are. Okay, I'm going to put all these words down. This is a take techniques from a book journal right now. And the book I'm using is, my heat gun just fell. Jean-Michel Basquiat. Sorry for all you French people. I do not know how to pronounce it right. I just say Basquiat. And I'm taking inspiration from paintings and pulling out things that I like. Either a color or a shape or words or substrate, whatever. But today, I need to let a bunch of stuff dry. So, or tomorrow, I need to let a bunch of stuff dry. So I'm going to take a black pen. I keep moving around stuff, so I keep losing stuff. But I think this has a black. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to write all these words. He was heavily influenced by mythology a lot of times. And a lot of this is mythology, I think. Or at least Greek. Alexandria, a lot of Greek words, people, Homer, Iliad, and I'm writing it sloppily because, number one, that's just kind of how I roll, but he wrote it sloppily. Because that's kind of how he rolls. Cleopatra. Anaxagoras. I don't know who that is. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I don't know. But I'm just going to start writing columns of these words. Socrates. He wrote that twice. So I'm going to also... Republico. Scipio. I don't know what that is either. Hannibal. Vesuvius. If any of these are spelled wrong, I'm spelling them like he did. Pompeii. Ben-Hur. That's funny. He's got Jerusalem in here. Okay. Asoli, I don't know what that is either. John Paul Jones, okay. Van Buren, that's funny. Harrison Tyler, Perry, Ohio. Redskins. Like as in the old football team. Spartacus. Let's see, Sins. Lot. He was just going through a history book, I think. Okay, here we go. E. Did not spell Egypt right. Neither did I. Okay. Pyramids. Ignore the dog. Achilles. Tiger. Ramses. The second he had. My husband's daughter had a friend that had Alexander the Great. They had cats. They were from Egypt, and they had cats. And when we first met her, they had a cat named Ramses. Later in their friendship, when they were in high school and stuff and older, their parents had Ramses the second. Alexander the Great. Okay. Now, I also am taking inspiration from this painting, which is why I'm writing all these words, because there's a lot of stuff underneath this beigey brown color, but I'm going to take some words off of here. Let's see. Pure. All beef. Now, I don't know what this is. I need to Google this. And I don't know if he's messed with some of his letters. All right, we're just going to go on to the other one and write liberty. Oh, that's lost in this country. Corpus. Teeth. I think he must have had bad teeth because he talks about his teeth a lot. Crown. What happened between 1594 and 1752? I don't know. Yes, I didn't hear. Okay. Okay, now what I want to do is, I have this color, I think, in my little paint group here. Yeah. Kind of like a dirty brown tan color. And I'm going to take, let's see, I need some kind of protection under here. Why can't I find anything? Okay. Protect our book a little bit from here and here. Okay. Here are my paper towels. Okay. There's just a little bit of this. I'm trying not to put it on too thick so that you can still see stuff underneath. And not being precious about it. This color was already from a jelly plate time. All right, I'm pretty sure that when this dries, you'll be able to see a lot more of the words. But I almost forgot to do this step. I would have been mad at myself tomorrow morning. Okay. We are going to let that dry and come back in the morning and see what it looks like. And then we're going to apply some other stuff. Let's check and see what our paint did last night. Okay, I got this in here and I glued it a little bit better. As I was gluing it though, I'm like, I kind of like what was underneath. I like this. I love this. It's just a different day. We're going to learn different things, right? We're going to attempt different techniques is what we're doing. Where's my book? Oh, here it is. All right. Did I move you? Why, yes, I did. Did I get a piece of paper in your way? Why, yes, I did. Lord have mercy. Save me from myself. Okay. We are doing, I regrouped on my page today. We're doing this head, and we're doing this head, and we're doing this word, and we might even attempt that head as an oyster shell. This being this book that I bought in 2019, and love. And I'm just taking different objects, words, techniques, colors, whatever, as inspiration for a prompt list, basically. So I'm going to put this on the floor, and I just happen to have this piece of paper on top, which might be a good start to all three of my heads. Off with your head. I used to say that to our granddaughter. Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. The Bad Queen. She used to say it like that. Off with your head. And when she would do something that we didn't like or she knew she shouldn't have done, I would say, off with your head. But as she got older, she didn't find it funny anymore. Okay, so when what I painted yesterday was a dirty tan / cream / whatever color on top of a bunch of words that I got off of that same painting, which was a lot of just word throw up. I mean, it was everywhere. It was all kinds of stuff. It was history. It was mythology. It was Perry, Ohio, Van Buren, John Paul Jones, all beef. It was all kinds of stuff. So I just wrote a bunch of it on here. And then I'm going to put 3 heads. But this is kind of too big. Can I cut off this? This is painted in probably... Well, I probably painted it here during the Christmas, during December. Ooh, I like that. That might be our other head. But, painted on the original bit of painter's paper that I got, which on one side is shiny, on the other side is matte, and it's like to block your furniture off or whatever, wall space or whatever that you don't want to get painted. Why you wouldn't spray your paint everywhere like I do is beyond me, but whatever. I get it all over my clothes. My sister's supposed to be coming in. I'm like, maybe she'd want to go to the thrift store with me so I could see if I could pick out a paint smock. I'm just looking at this, and it's got a little bit of white on white. But we're doing John Basquiat, and he doesn't use white. Now, I still need to get a oyster shell in here. There was a reject from yesterday, but I really don't want to use that. Ooh. That needs to go in my sketchbook. I'm just going through some paper that's sitting right here in front of me. Ooh. Might be able to use this as my oyster shell. Now, the oyster shell part is an option that well, it's not an option, but it's a prompt that I gave myself for every page because it goes with my theme, the world is your oyster. Put a crown on it. Basquiat put a crown on almost everything he painted. And I'm at the beach, so that's a given. That looks like a Christmas tree. And guess what? It is a Christmas tree, but we're going to work on that. This is a dark pink tempera paint stick. Dark pink. And we're going to just kind of get rid of a little bit of the green. And voila, it's no longer a Christmas tree. Okay. Now, these guys have a lot of bright green faces. So I am going to give them a base coat. This is their foundation. And the blue will show through. That's okay. Now he looks like an alien. But this other face only has like half his face is this color. The other half is another color. The other face, the other side is more of a blue. Oh, Okay. Now, I think I'm going to put a little bit of blue on this ring. So not only are we going to have a crown maybe on this page, but we're going to have a ring too. Oh my gosh. We had to take the dog back to the groomers because she could not do his nails the other day because he was over everything. She goes, bring him back on Thursday. This was on Tuesday. She was bringing him back on Thursday morning, and I'll mess with him just for a few minutes and just try to get the fur, because he's got so much fur. Try to get the fur back off his nails and try to cut his nails. Well, the last time we had to do his nails, we had to have him put to sleep because he's just horrible. He's horrible. There's no other way to say it. He's just not a good child. And he's a tad spoiled, and he came this way hating groomers. And this groomer that we have here, I've said it before, it's the only one that will even put up with him. And she's like, oh, Gunner, come on. And she's very good with him. He broke the leash at the groomer. They sit him on little stands to get him up so they can work with him a little easier. And we had his leash, but they have another leash attached to his collar. And he broke that leash. She goes, and we were in the store. The store's not open, but they were letting us in. This is at PetSmart. I am not a proponent of the groomers at PetSmart. However, this girl is at PetSmart, and she is excellent. Surfside PetSmart. She said, you can just walk around the store. If they say anything to you, just say that you're waiting for a quick trim on some nails with the dog, and they'll let you walk around. She says, you can't buy anything because nothing's open. I'm like, that's fine. She goes, I'll page you over the loudspeaker when he's ready. We walked back to the lizards, and I was looking at those lizards that have the real pointy eyes that are in Disney movies that roll around. I can't remember what they're called. Anyhow, they had one of those. I was looking at it, and I hear, Gunner's parents, please come to grooming. I'm like, oh God. I mean, it was like, but the amount of time that it took us to get to the back of the store, which this is a small one. I'm like, oh dear, that's not a good sign. So anyhow, we walked back to the back of the store, or to the front where the groomers are. And she goes, I still have my fingers. I think I'm going to put this on there instead. She goes, but he broke the leash. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, the leash here that's on the table. She goes, he broke it. She goes, I've never had a dog do that, let alone one that weighs 20 pounds. And I said, I'm so sorry. She goes, it's okay. She goes, but he's not gonna let me do it. She said I trimmed 3 paws, no nails, and 1 paw he would not let me trim. I'm like, that's fine. I said, I'm so sorry. Anyhow, I was like, come on, Gunner, let's go. Like, I'm out of here, people. And we didn't have any, we don't have any more medicine because half the time he ruins the medicine. So we go through the batch twice as fast, and we have to get it renewed at home. And we didn't have it renewed because we thought we had enough. So anyhow, I think I'm going to put a face in this guy too. He's just such a bad little boy. It was so funny. She goes, he broke the leash. I'm like, what? Okay, I'm going to do some more around these eyes. Oh, I need some yellow because their mouths are yellow. Anyhow, it was funny. She was laughing. She goes, Gunner, you're 1 in a million. But they had a standard poodle there. Actually, I think it was a Labradoodle. The poor thing was having to get shaved down to his skin everywhere because he was so matted. I don't know if somebody just adopted him from somewhere, what the deal was. Okay, now I'm going to try to add a little black here and there. And I think I'm just going to do it with, I'll do it with my Stabilo Woodies. But she was like, yeah, never had a dog break a leash before. Okay, that's great. I'm kind of messily giving him lips. This one he even gets eyebrows. I don't know Anyhow, so funny. It's not funny. It's so frustrating. And then once he gets his way, he's perfectly fine. Like, oh, hi. Thanks for cutting my hair the other day. She was gonna. Now they do have a black line around them, like a base layer of black, but I am just going to, whoa, give them a little outline. Yesterday I thought about maybe giving up on this journal a little bit because I kind of got out of my mojo. I'm like, heck no, I'm not going to do that. But I did count how many pages I have left. I think I have 3 more spreads. So I'm just going to do those 3 and then decide, do I want to add some more pages? Do I want to keep going? What I want to do. I haven't decided. I'll make a decision at the end of the 3rd page. Oops. Okay, I think this, I'll do that when I glue it down. This would be so much fun at Halloween. Note to self, remember these faces at Halloween. Okay, I need to write Edgar. Where's my black pen? Oh, yes. I'm going to write, because he has Edgar on here, and my husband's middle name is Edgar. So we're going to do that. We're going to write it real sloppily. Okay, so you really can't tell what it says, but I can and you can. And I'm going to put a crown. I don't think he has a crown on this page. Oh, there's those green leaves. No, we're going to do the green leaves. He has like a vine wandering through. We're going to put the vine underneath. And then we'll glue these guys down. And it's just little tiny leaves like that. Yep. It's beautiful here again today. It's early still, but it's supposed to be like in the 70s. We slept with our windows. Now downstairs we had everything closed up, but up here we had our windows open. It's a little bit warmer up here. Like this is, and supposedly Puxatawny Phil says he was gonna see 6 more weeks of winter. And I guess there's some bad weather coming up north. But as long as it doesn't come here. I'm sorry for everybody else, but okay, this looks like poison ivy. All right, let's glue this down. So we only did 2 faces, but we did one on an oyster shell. There's the man in the oyster shell is in this journal. Anyhow, I kind of feel like I've lost my mojo for this journal. And I was very upset about that. I'm like, I am not going to let a journal get the best of me. And it really hadn't got the best of me. It was just trying to. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. So I'm going to do 3 more pages, and then I'll decide if I want to keep going for a couple more days. Okay, these guys are creepy. In the friendliest sort of way, right? They're friendly, whatever they are. And now this one's even creepier because I kind of blotted it on this paper when I was putting glue on the back. This is still a little bit too wet to do that all the way. Well, this page took a dark turn, but a fun dark turn in a strange sort of way. Okay, it may not be artistic, but it is fun, and I took my cues from an art book. So that must give me some street cred somewhere. Okay, this pink goes here. I have all these little drawers right here. I keep my Stabilos and tempera paint sticks in. Okay, I don't hate it. It's a little bizarre, but I don't hate it. No, you're not seeing things. Yes. No, it's not Halloween yet. But it was fun. And I feel much more lighthearted. Whatever you want to call that feeling. I don't feel as doomed with this page, even though it's worse. All right, let's just see what we might do tomorrow. Because I kind of combined two here. I better be careful where I'm setting things. Pick this up. Send my ghouls up there. All right, this is green and pink and black and white. No, this was the heads. Okay, so now 67 yellow. That's what I have in my notes. Piece number 67, the yellow. Oh my, I think we even looked at this one yesterday. This one is called Untitled, well, Yellow Tar and Feathers. Now, I love the yellow, for sure. I think yellow makes everything pop. And my paper tomorrow is white and pea green. So, I love the law scales here, or whatever this is. I'm going with law scales. But there's all kinds of little tiny, I think we talked about this yesterday too. There's all kinds. Oh no. This is where they were hanging them. There's a little tiny one right here where it's like, what's that game you play when if you don't get the letter? Hangman. That's what all of these guys are. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see what the next one is. I don't want to do that. There's enough depression in our daily TV. 66, bird. Oh, shoot. Lord have mercy, save me from myself. Go back, camera. Okay. All right, let's see what the picture is on this side. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this instead. I love this color blue, and I love this bird. It's kind of like American Indian, like Southwest Indian design. A little bit. I love him. I'm going to put a piece of paper in here. And we are going to go with the bird. Now, I wonder if there's any of that color blue of paper in Amy Tangerine's book. It's pretty dark blue. I don't know if she has anything like that. If not, I'm pretty sure I have blue. We have that. That jean fabric. Oh, I'm tearing this out. Sometime I wanted to use it because I put a Post-it on it. I put that Post-it there. Okay, we're going to just put this in here. And it's not the exact same color blue, but that's okay. We're not after exact replication. We are after inspiration. I wonder what this one is called. It's untitled, but in parentheses it says Elmar, and that's what this is right here. So maybe we'll write that down. This is in the Helios Trust, United Kingdom. I would imagine, magazine or museum, not magazine, museum. Anyhow, we might have a little mojo coming back. Maybe we owe it all to these guys. They are so funny. They look like angry kiwis, right? The kiwi fruit, not Australians, the fruit. Ooh, I wonder if I have any dark blue in any of this stuff. Oh, well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Thanks for watching. Bye.